Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Goal positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only you find a way to win. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Fareed. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking for space. It's Myers. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Combs. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out in the end zone and came up a little short. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nice gain on that play, but it leaves it a little short of the first down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. Fights off the defender. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense, swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. To throw, it's Gay. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. He might want another play. They want to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
The big fellow laying out. Look at that body control, using all that muscle, all that strength to lay out and make the big catch for his team.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grab behind the line. It's Meyer. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kid Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Stanford. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Dumps it off in the flats. There he goes. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Back to throw. It's Gay. Under fire. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Hunt is on its way. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down. That pass is incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Back to pass on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Thanks to grab. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Sings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player.
And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Longhorn! They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Gay. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Got the back over the middle. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll run it. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to throw, it's Gabe. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Gibbs. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
He'll keep it himself. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the air. It's Gabe. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Fareed. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. 1st first play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Gonna look downfield again. He's got it. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw it. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Appalachian State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 15 over Stanford. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Swings it out to his running back. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Gay. It's complete to the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Offense lining up quickly. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Moving away from pressure. And he's snowed under. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Oh my, he just shanked that one. That punt is just going to create all kinds of problems. It goes out of bounds, and let's see where they spot it. They're going to take over right around the 30-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he will score! Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Goes to the option. He'll toss it.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Gabe. Fires left. Pulls it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well.
Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And the defense was not ready for that at all. You see a guy go in motion, you got to have a thought process now as a safety to start coming down, getting ready to make a play on that jet sweep. I would not be surprised if the offense, after getting that first down, says, okay, we're going to come back to this, and maybe several more times in this football game.
Pulls it in. It's Gibbs. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Gay. Pressure coming. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Finds his man down the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond. And
touchdown time! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Fareed. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Give to the running back. On his feet at the 40. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense. But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Got his man quickly. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more comfortable.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the... 5-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Shields. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Let's go! From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. All kinds of time before he fires right. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They were really starting to put a drive together after a couple of incompletions. Now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Makes the grab. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. App State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 19 over Stanford. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Quick step and go. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. Inside the 45. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Boom. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working that left side now. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Skips away from pressure. It's complete to the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run in the red zone. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Intercepted to stop the threat. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Leaves it with the back. At the 15, he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
The pull and throw off the RPO.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
A strike downfield. All out of space. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown!
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes that Alabama offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Quick strike complete. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. The Tide will get the first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to throw it. Might be looking to run. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Turning it on. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Oh, he's headed to the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Combs. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires on the move. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Got rid of it just in time.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. So here they come, 4th and long, and this defense is after back-to-back sacks. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete out of the backfield. Turns it on in midfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Breaks the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. From the gun, running back on the move. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room.